Chapter 2. When she'd gone hunting for a new pad, Micky had fallen in love with the second house the real estate agent had shown her. Her children, not so much. The biggest trade-off when they had swapped Mossman for Darlinghurst had, in the end, not been the size of the bedrooms, but the fact the new house only had one bathroom they all had to share. On school days, Micky had no problem letting Olivia and Christopher take their showers first, the latter never spending more than 5 minutes in there anyway, while she made them breakfast and attempted, mostly in vain, to get them to eat it.
"I'll have an apple on the bus,"
was Olivia's standard reply, while Christopher would eat one forkful of the scrambled eggs she'd made, mumbling, "Good, Mom," just to placate her, after which he probably wolfed down a Snickers bar. Micky found the wrappers everywhere. Today, though, Micky needed to be at the Pink Bean at 7:30. "Just to observe on your first morning shift," Kristen had assured her, and she was impatiently waiting for Olivia to exit the bathroom. This reinforced the thought that this whole thing was an awful idea in the first place. She was 44 years old. She'd been married to Darren Steele for a whopping 18 of those. She'd given him her prime. What was she doing starting work at a coffee shop where at least once a week an LGBT activity took place? Micky remembered the double-take she had done when Amber had first brought her there just after it opened. "Must it really be so blatantly obvious?" she had asked, not caring how that made her come across. Her marriage had been in the final stage of its existence, and what if someone she knew ran into her at a coffeehouse called the Pink Bean? Why couldn't it just be called the Bean? And now she was going to work there, or at least attempt to. What did that say about her? Her kids, who had become regulars at the Pink Bean as well, often going in after school for a muffin or an iced tea, didn't seem to be disturbed by the pink aspect of the bean when she told them about her plans. They'd mostly scoffed and said, "You, Mom, serve people coffee? Why?" Micky had explained that she needed something to do with her time, now that they obviously didn't need her that much anymore.
"But why do that?"
Olivia had asked.
"Can't you volunteer at a soup kitchen or something like other moms?"
Micky had postponed and postponed her decision to leave Darren. She'd wanted to stay until both her children were at university, but Olivia was only 12 at the time, and the 6 years it would take for her to graduate high school seemed like a lifetime. Micky had not been able to provide Olivia with a coherent answer to her question. Not even she knew why she wanted to work at the Pink Bean. She didn't even know if she wanted to work there. It was just a leap, like Amber had said. Trying something new. Christopher, who was a sweet boy at heart but suffered deeply from the mood swings that come with puberty, hadn't been very talkative and had just grumbled something Micky didn't understand. Micky knocked on the bathroom door. "Hurry up, Liv!" she shouted, while nerves coursed through her body. The bathroom door flew open and Olivia stormed out.
"Is it going to be like this every morning now?"
Tonight at dinner, Micky would suggest a proper morning bathroom schedule. She shouldn't have tried to wing it like this. "We'll work it out, sweetie." She resisted the urge to kiss her daughter on the top of the head. Olivia had grown out of accepting spontaneous motherly affection a while ago. Olivia headed off to her room and banged the door shut behind her. Happy times at the Steele Ferros. Micky never visited the Pink Bean before lunch, and the morning rush took her by surprise. She watched as Kristen and Josephine, the only other morning shift employee, moved behind the counter with astounding efficiency. As a mother who had just fought with her daughter over bathroom time, Micky greatly doubted her ability to ever do what the two women were accomplishing. They had a rhythm about them, Kristen taking the orders and Josephine executing them seamlessly. Micky felt foolish just standing around like that. The only thing she'd done so far was take cups of coffee to customers who were sitting at a table, but at this time of the day, most beverages were sold for on the go. Another conclusion she drew was that by opening the Pink Bean, Kristen had built a gold mine. Australians were serious about their coffee, and they were equally willing to pay good money, albeit way too much, for a cup of it from their favorite vendor. Micky imagined all the people who had walked out of here with a scalding hot paper cup on their way to the office, enjoying Kristen's work. And it was hard work, she could see now. "Hi, Micky," Cheryl, Kristen's partner, said. "First day, huh?" She stood in the middle of the line, clearly not expecting special treatment. Micky walked over to her, feeling exceedingly self-conscious. She pecked Cheryl quickly on the cheek. "It's a bit daunting. I bet." Cheryl always dressed casually for work, and today was no different. She wore jeans and a loose-hanging black